with my man in North Carolina.
Jalen has been so into this dragon show that I heard her. Welcome back to another episode of Family Time. It's just me today. I am the family. Nobody else wants to join me, so I guess I'm just going to do it by myself. And oh, would you look at that? One of the family members has stepped into the podcast. How you doing?
Great.
Are you?
Yep.
You feeling a little bit better after your sickiness? Or are you still kind of a little bit sick?
Still a little bit.
A little bit? You sound a lot better than you were.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah, you sounded like a little bad. What did you have? You had like a runny nose?
And I sound like, I don't know,
That's how you sounded?
Kinda.
Oh my goodness. You were plugged up, I think. Did you have a sore throat at all or just a runny nose?
I think the night before that I had a sore throat, and then in the morning, I also still had it.
Oh. Usually when you guys get sick, it's almost 24 hours later that I get whatever you got. For some reason, I didn't get it.
Oh, we did do some Pokemon cards yesterday.
I didn't know what to do because we were stuck inside the house trying to get you better. Usually we go for
bike rides.
Yeah, usually we go for bike rides. We'll go, fishing, but you needed to stay inside. So I was like, what can we do till Saylor? Oh, you know what? Let's get some Pokemon cards.
Like when you were gone, so you just got that.
Yeah. You and Dad are pretty new to Pokemon cards still. I didn't really collect them as kids, but I knew a lot of my friends did. And I was like, you know what? It looks like fun. Saylor and I are going to do this together. Mm-hmm. And now we got quite the collection going on.
Mm-hmm.
You like collecting Pokemon cards?
Yeah, well, I wish my brother could go on the Chromecast without being a complete menace.
Yeah, that's why we do always nap. And he's still...
And besides, he is napping right now.
Yes, he is.
I just...
Oh, I thought you said he isn't.
Well...
Oh, hang on. We got 2 family members coming into the podcast.
Well,
Here, come sit closer to Daddy.
Hi,
Mr. Kitty.
Wow.
Well, before you got sick, we had a pretty good couple of days. What did you and Dad go do a few days ago?
We went to Melbourne.
We went to Melbourne, Florida. We went and checked out the east coast of Florida, just you and Dad.
And we went to go visit your friend, Corey.
Yeah, I got a few friends that live over there. And I've had a lot of people tell me how much fun it is on the east coast of Florida, so we went and checked it out.
Yeah, and it's actually really fun, and we actually want to move there.
While we were in Melbourne, we got to go do an airboat ride.
Oh, yeah. Actually, we saw, like, one girl that was pregnant.
Oh, we saw an alligator that laid eggs in a nest. She wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
It was a mommy protecting her nest.
She's been telling everyone that she saw a pregnant alligator.
Oh. Nope, it was not. It was just protecting its nest.
I don't even remember who I told, so I need to call them back.
We have a pretty big event coming up soon. Mom's birthday.
And, I'm going to make a stream that says, Happy Birthday, M-A-M.
Ma'am?
Ma'am? Happy birthday, ma'am.
No, I'm
In my ma'am's car.
a mum. How do you spell mum again?
Mum? Are you Australian? I think you've been watching too much Bluey.
I know that, so I'm going to call her Mum.
I'm in me mom's car. Broom, broom. You know how old mom's gonna be?
Don't say that.
You know how old she's gonna be? Guess.
27?
I wish.
Guess again.
24?
No, old.
Guess again.
29?
I'm 29 right now.
What's after 29?
10.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
30.
Ooh, mom's gonna be 30.
That's an old lady.
That's an old lady?
Yep.
What do you think about mom turning 30?
when she's gonna have a cane in a long time.
I'm not gonna
Should I
have
get Mommy a cane for her birthday?
No, I don't like grannies.
Mom's not a granny at 30.
Well, when she is, I am gonna move out of this place.
You're gonna move out in
You gotta
August?
take care of Granny.
See you later.
I'm not saying now.
When
Guess-
I'm old and wrinkly, you're not gonna take care of me?
I'm leaving this house. Daddy will do that.
Well, Mom's older than me, so.
Oh my gosh. Barely. Daddy
She's
turns
older than
30
me.
soon too. After Halloween.
Well, you both have to take care of each other. Me and my brother are moving out.
No, you're not.
You're moving out because we're turning 30? That means you have to wipe your brother's butt now.
Ugh. I'm not even talking about now. I'm talking about when he's old enough and when I'm old enough. We're moving out.
Do you know most people don't even have kids by 30? There's a lot of people that are having kids later than 30 now.
Oh, you know how to snap?
You always say
Do that again.
Why are you snapping though?
Where did you learn that?
I just learned it, and you always seem surprised because I always knew how to.
Do it again. Okay.
Finger lift.
So, note to self, don't turn 30 if you want your kids to stay with you. Is that right?
What if we get a big piece of land and then we build 3 houses and right next to each other, so you can have one, Bubby can have one, and Mom and Dad can have one?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kai is next to you guys.
You can live in a tree house.
You live in a tree house?
Would you like your house to be a tree house, maybe?
It's gonna be big enough?
I'll make a giant tree house for you.
Wait,
You can live in a tree.
Dad, what if it falls?
I'll make sure it's built right.
Making sure constructions do it.
What if I'm a construction worker too?
You have to learn a lot
I used to do construction.
on a
Dad
house.
can't even build IKEA furniture.
That's the construction I used to do.
Dad, no. You put you used to put shiny things on roofs of houses.
Solar panels, which, if I can make your treehouse solar powered. So you have infinite energy.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, I live in a proper land of my own.
Okay, you're gonna live on our land. We're all gonna build each other.
No.
We're gonna have our own houses.
I am living with my man in North Carolina.
Who's your man?
What did you just say?
I'm pushing you guys.
Why did you just say that?
First of all, who is your man, and why are you going to North Carolina?
Mommy will come to North Carolina too.
I'm living in the West Carolina.
Well, actually, you can't because I'm going to West Carolina.
There's only North and South, babe.
Then I'm going to South.
So are we then.
Then I'm going to go to North.
We're gonna follow you wherever you go.
Okay, hang on. Why are we skipping over the fact that she said she has a man? Who is
Say
your
it.
man?
Who is your man?
I meant to say boy.
Who is he?
Do you think I can know right
Oh.
You mean in the future?
now? No, not in the future. When I'm old enough.
Yeah, so in the future, not right now.
How old enough do you need to be to have a boy?
29 or something?
That's
True.
perfect.
That's true. Okay. Would you like to go watch TV? Are you over it?
I'm over this talking stuff.
Okay. Well,
Alright,
next
bye.
time you do a double click with your tongue, I'll take that as a hint that you're done. Oh, you spit at me with that one. Why North Carolina too? Why do you keep talking about that place? You're putting states in her mind.
That's where I want to go next.
You've never even been there.
How do you know?
Because I know where you've been. Because you only talk about the 2 same places all the time you've been to.
What, Texas?
That and the St. Martin's trip you did when you were like 20.
I was 22.
Close. I don't think you've gone much places.
I've
We need
gone
to
to
hit-
a lot of states. I haven't gone out of the country.
I'm not too sure that Tampa is the place for us. It seems like it's fine. I love our neighborhood. That's like the best thing we have going for us is our neighborhood is so awesome. But I don't know how you feel. You've been kind of just hanging out around here a lot, so I'm sure you're getting sick of it. But me personally, going out and trying to find things for us to do and all that, we keep going to the East Coast to do stuff. So it's like, geez, if we're gonna stay here, I'm not sure that the Tampa area is the right place.
Well, first of all, there's no Trader Joe's over here. So that was the first downfall.
Yeah.
But I agree, everything that we do, even her dance studio is 25 minutes away, at least. Everything we do is at least 25 minutes away from here.
Which isn't bad.
It's not terrible, but no, how nice would it be if I was like, I'm going to take her to dance real quick, and it's an 8-minute drive.
Yeah. We still haven't been here that long, but as we, the longer we stay here, obviously the more we start learning. But what I've noticed too is that this Tampa area, especially the area we're at, which is like North Tampa, it's so commercialized over here compared to the East Coast.
I don't even know that we're considered Tampa.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we're like North. Like I think people from this area would say North Tampa. When I went to the East Coast, Cocoa, Melbourne area with Saylor, I spent a handful of days over there now, and it's crazy how many good one-off restaurants there are and fun things to do with the kids. It's more, there's like a lot more family, small-owned businesses. Everything over here is very like Carl's Jr. or not Carl's Jr. There's no Carl's Jr. over here. Everything's like Popeyes and fast food and big restaurant chains and all that. A lot of golf courses over here, but yeah, I don't know. We keep driving east to go do things. So it makes me wonder if we're going to stay in Florida. Is that the next move next year or whenever?
I think we should try
North Carolina?
North Carolina.
We need to go visit there.
I would love to go visit there.
And that's another problem is we can't go anywhere because of Allie. And I know I sound like a broken record venting about this dog lately, but I love her, but she is so high maintenance that it's hard for us to go do anything. I don't know what's been going down lately with her, but I don't know if that's the reason why you've been staying mainly home or if it's Atlas too mainly.
Yeah, he's at a very special stage of life right now.
Yeah.
This last week has been insanity. Trying to transition him into a big boy bed.
It's pretty normal to take trips with an almost 2-year-old, though.
I don't know. I'm sure people do it. We did it with Saylor.
Yeah.
She was a lot different temperament of a child, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fun. I mean, it sucks. Atlas is definitely better when he's at home and he takes a nap in his room and you shut the door. He's very in his rut when he's home and he can do things. You can be punctual with his nap time and feeding time. When we go out, things are a little bit more loose and he falls out of that rut very easily when you're not home. So it does make it hard, but yeah, I don't know. We've just been spending so much time in the house lately that I'm just at the point now where if Saylor and I have to just go do stuff or I don't know. It's just there's so much to do. And it's yeah.
That doesn't bother me though. Like I don't get FOMO when you guys go do stuff because I would much rather be here with him in his element and know that things are going to go smoothly. When we take him out of his element and go do things, not that I don't think we should go do things with him ever, but it's just a lot more stress on me and on him because I know he's dysregulated and stressed out.
Yeah.
That I'd much rather stay here. Like I think it's great that you and Saylor got to go do that airboat, got to explore.
But at the same time though, Atlas loves going out and doing stuff.
He does.
He loves not being at home.
He does. And a nice little 2-hour out of the house
What
excursion
about
is
the
great
out
for
of the
him.
country trip we're taking? Like, what do you think that's going to be like?
I'm terrified for that. Terrified.
Is that going to be the turning point where it's like, okay, like now we're going to be able to start traveling with him?
I sure hope so. I don't know.
It's not even just him though.
He was really easy as a baby. We traveled a lot with him as a baby.
Yeah.
And he was super easy. It was once we did the sleep training and got him sleeping through the night in his crib the way that he likes to sleep, that kind of just ruined it. Because now when he's not in that setting, it's really hard for him to settle down, go to sleep. So I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah.
Sleeping with him in a hotel is like...
It's tough.
Yeah. He keeps everyone up all night.
But if you do wear him out, you get him tired, he will sleep.
He will sleep eventually. He does fight it, though. He's... Like, I've never seen a baby so deliriously tired.
And, yeah, try to fight
it.
We don't really have the best ingredients to all travel as a family right now, and we need to figure out a way to make that work soon, because I'd love to do some more traveling next year. Yeah, I just think it'd be fun for all of us to go do that, and we have the lifestyle that allows us to go do that. We can go do some really fun things. But yeah, I do think Atlas is nearing the age where we could have more flexibility with his schedule. I think like 2.5.
Yeah.
Close to 3.
Once we get him out of the crib and sleeping in a normal bed, it'll be...
We tried. You can go ahead and touch on that a little bit.
No, that was the worst week of my life.
We got him this awesome Lightning McQueen bed. And yeah, he didn't want to stay in it. We tried sleep training him in it for like a week?
Yeah.
Naps and bedtime. He just wants to keep climbing out of bed and coming out of the room. And then he'll excuse himself at any hour of the night to come lay in bed with you.
So he's right now in a crib. He's the kid where you give him his blanket, you put him down. He wants nothing to do with anybody else. He just goes straight to bed. Like,
yeah.
So easy. He slept in a bed in California when we went to visit. No problem. So I thought that this would be a very easy transition. No. He was out of bed every 5 minutes until I laid with him. And then for those, what did we have it set up, 6 days?
Yeah.
6 days, maybe a
Something
week.
like that.
I had to lay with him for nap time and for bedtime for anywhere between 45 minutes and 3 hours.
It's just because he knew he could get up whenever he wanted to now.
Which is crazy. And even when he wouldn't, there were a few times I looked on the monitor and he was out of bed but just playing with his toys.
Yeah.
I was like, what? It's very out of character for him. He's very easy to put to sleep. So I was not expecting that. It was a wild ride.
Yeah, he ruined that pretty quickly because now we had to rebuild his crib. And he's sleeping in that again. I think we're going to try to eventually just do naps in the bed and then try to bedtime at night in the crib just to kind of, work him into it, because he was making his day suck because of the lack of sleep he'd get, and then he'd be a monster all day because he was up partying in his room all night. So, yeah, that's been pretty fun lately, is giving him a Lightning McQueen bed and him wanting to not sleep in it.
I did go in there today when he was playing, though, and he was sitting on his bed with some of his Tonys.
Oh, he likes his Lightning McQueen bed.
He loves it. He just doesn't want to sleep in it.
Where Saylor and I just visited felt like San Diego. Felt like driving up and down the PCH, going through Encinitas and all those towns. For what it was, I felt more at home in the couple days I spent over there on the East Coast than I did over here. Because I've been getting pretty homesick from San Diego and California lately. It's starting to get, I see all, my friends going to familiar spots that I kind of, miss a lot. So going over there really calmed me down, because I was by the beach and you're driving by houses and everybody's got surfboards in their garages. I'm like, oh my gosh, this feels like San Diego. So
No, I think we do need a little beach town, though.
I do too.
I think we're just too far in the country here. I just want to live somewhere where the kids have friends, in our neighborhood, easily accessible, kids their age growing up with them, because we don't have that here.
We need to go to church.
We do.
We need to go to church. We need to find a good church
We were
and go to
supposed to
church.
go yesterday, and the kids were sick.
I just want to make friends, though, that we have stuff in common with. That's my thing, too. Because a lot of the people that have kids,
I feel
they
like
don't have a lot in common with us.
I feel like my in common circle is a lot bigger. Your in common is a very niche, tiny little community.
So you like to live life on the edge? This guy's like, no, I don't. I literally cannot hurt myself. I just want to hang out with people I can relate to. I guess I can relate to people through parenting, and I love talking about parenting with people that have kids. It is always a fun conversation to have with other parents because you can see their different styles and approach, and like, oh, your kids did that, my kids do the same thing. Like, that's always cool to, find out. But when it comes down to it, it's like, hey, you want to go do this while the kids hang out or while our wives hang out? I never find dads that have similar interests.
We need Tinder for parent
Oh my
friends.
God. Tinder?
Parent friend Tinder, where you pick all your interests and it'll only show you people in that same realm.
So I'd be swiping on a bunch of dudes with
Yeah.
kids.
And then you could message them, hey, do you want to be my friend?
Daniel, 45, listens to Nickelback,
That would not
loves classic cars.
That would not be in your likes. That would never pop up for you.
Was it like algorithm based?
Yeah, I just said it. You would have to put in your interests. And then it
Oh.
will only show you people who have common interests.
Can you do like ones like where the parents are still together, so you could like tick a box? I don't want single dads. I want married dads. Could you do-
Sure. That seems rather exclusive, though.
I really want to be specific.
You only want family friends?
You know how like most girls
so
on Tinder.
It has to be you have to be married. Your wife and my wife have to have similar interests. We have to have similar interests, and then our kids have to be similar ages.
It's the same thing as a girl putting in their thing. Swipe left if you're under 6 feet.
Oh my god.
Mine's swipe left if you're single. No, shout out to the single dads. I love the single dads. It's cool. It's just I want to meet dad friends that have a mom or a wife or something that I can bring home to you too.
You just want family friends where we can all go do stuff as a family.
Yes.
You just weirdly worded it.
I mean, I'm usually the one that's meeting people because I'm like out doing stuff. You're just reading about dragons.
I've not picked up a book in
Not reading
so
about
long.
watching dragons.
Last night's episode was crazy.
Oh yeah, what happened in last night's dragon episode?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
What if somebody hasn't watched it yet? And then it's a spoiler.
I guess
like-
a lot of people do watch it, huh?
It's like the biggest show out right now. I'm not giving any spoilers.
Can I give a spoiler?
No.
I haven't watched it. I'm gonna give a spoiler on something else. Jalen has been so into this dragon show that I heard her on. I'm telling him.
That's very rude.
I heard her on Duolingo the other night, and I thought, oh, she's trying to brush up on some Japanese before our trip in a few months. Nope. She was on Duolingo to learn a language, a mythical language from this dragon
It's not
show.
mythical, it's real.
It's a real language that's been spoke before in history.
Yeah, on the show.
That's make believe, Jalen.
They had to learn it. It's a real language they had to learn to speak it on the show.
Okay, but it's not like it wasn't used in real life.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't know that.
I'm surprised Duolingo even has that.
Because it's real. That's why Duolingo has it. But also, last week, I got first place in the silver bracket.
If a dragon comes down, I'll be looking to you to speak. What is it
And I'll
called?
save your life.
What's
It's called High Valyrian.
High Valyrian. I'm gonna say, Mr. Dragon, let me redirect you to my wife. She's actually fluent in High Valyrian. She's gold on Duolingo. Go ahead, babe. Let him know. Say one word you know in High Valyrian.
No.
What do you know? You haven't learned?
No.
Say a word. You gonna say bye in High Valyrian?
Yeah, I do know how to say bye, and
Say
I'm not
bye.
saying it.
Say bye.
No.
Jalen's gonna say bye in High Valyrian. Here we go.
Gyros Elas. It actually means farewell because they're fancy.
Garo, see us, everybody.